the Rosary High School, every year we organize the science exhibition, which is a platform for the young talent to showcase what they know. In class, we are always telling them what we are doing and what we know. So this is a chance for them to tell us what they have learned and what they know. So we have it in two categories. One is the senior category and one is the junior category. The senior category is for the 8th, 9th, 10th, and the junior category is for the 5th, 6th, 7th. We have a very tedious task ahead of us because there are eliminations that are occurring 1 month ahead of this. So in the junior category this year we have received 50 odd applicants who came with their projects, okay, beautiful projects. And in the senior category also, maybe because the 10th standards have their exams so they couldn't participate, but the other students did participate, and we had around 15 entries over there. And we had to shortlist from those. After a tedious process of shortlisting, we have selected 6 in individual category for junior and senior, and 6 in group category for junior and senior.
Controls the plug, and this battery, see the batteries, many batteries I have put in this, which works to go front and back and turn, and it turns. It automatically gets on when the sunlight goes the visible region of eyes, and it automatically gets off when the sunlight falls on it, that is on LDR. There is a sensor called light dependent resistor. It senses the light just like our eyes. Now I am showing you that when there is light, it will never not get on. And when there is dark, it will get on. Thank you. Avoiding a robot. It's an intelligent device that can turn itself by avoiding the obstacle, and the sensor here, this ultrasonic sensor, which is attached here, receives the thing and senses the obstacle and sends the signal to the servo motor, which then controls the speed and the direction of the motor. And then this motor driver it helps us to use the Arduino for the motors and to control the direction and speed.
Your name?
Ayush.
Had excellent organizational capacity and a great vision for the future of science in India. On a sea voyage to Europe, Raman was struck by the blueness of the sea. Many people believe that the blueness of the sea was due to the blueness of the sky, but Professor Raman explained that the blue color of the sea is due to the molecular scattering by the waters of the ocean. Professor Raman's work on scattering of light by liquids was one of that fetched him an Akani Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930. It came to be known as the Raman effect. He discovered that when light travels past transparent material, some of the light that is deflected changes its wavelength. Raman's contribution to physics go well beyond what he is best known for. He remained very active until his death in 1970. He was a great naturalist and a scientist who was a Pope. He was strongly nationalistic and demanded rigorous discipline in work habits. and most importantly, he had a vision for science in India to make India self-reliant. India celebrates National Science Day on 28 February every year to commemorate the discovery of the Raman effect in 1928. Thank you.
Our school, in collaboration with the PTA, organizes the annual science exhibition in order to showcase the innovative and creative bent of mind in the students. It is divided into a senior category, that is those from 8th to 10th, and junior category, that is those from 5th to 7th. There are 13 individual entries overall and 14 group entries. I request our judges to kindly begin judging the exhibits. I hope you enjoy and appreciate the efforts that our students have put in. I request Teacher Sarita to present the judges with the token of our appreciation.
Which is online. Select the visible region of light. Bambolim after sunset. It automatically switches off light when the sunlight falls in the one area. Example in the morning. There is a sensor called a light dependent resistor. It senses the light just like our eye. I am using this component. Two resistors, 8 LEDs, 1 clarity of 9 volts, and area. 1 area. This is the rough circuit diagram. This is the transistor 1. India and kinetic energy source. How we can save humanity without no pollution causes. So basically, windmill is a structure that converts wind power to rotational energy by means of vanes. As you can see, these are vanes or blades, we call it. Specifically to mill grain, as you know, to mill grain, but the term is also extended more and more.
If you see, some of the projects that are put up are very require high amount of skill. For example, in a senior category, there are projects which showcase a rover which can be used in high terrain. A camera can be fitted onto it and it can move in different places. Then we have something called as smart shoes. Those smart shoes can be used to generate electricity. So while you are doing physical work, you are also generating electricity and saving the environment. So we have beautiful projects open up for all the other schools also to come and visit.
Who are the judges?
Yeah, we have two eminent judges. One is Mr. Brian, who is also a professor in electronics, and we have Uma, who is a professor at the Dempe College. So they will be judging the exhibits today, and we will be having 3 prizes in each category.
And it gives me immense pleasure to inform you that we have this science exhibition going on for the last so many years, and it's organized by the PTA along with the school. And if you see around, you can see the projects around. They are very innovative. Like there is right from robots to chemistry to electronics and to even environment. And it's really it gives us a pleasure to have even more such exhibitions because the children really come out with good projects. And every year we have it, and next year maybe we'll have it on a larger scale. Actually, these are the children who have been selected from the many children. So there are only 6 from each group which have been chosen here. And I wish there are more people who come and see these children and they get a step to go further.
She's Vidhi, I'm Ronam, and he's Aloysius, and our project is based on wind energy or kinetic. So this is the project of wind energy, which works by sensors of wind. Is counted. So windmill is a structure that converts wind power to rotational energy by means of vanes or blades, especially to mill grain, pump water, and other things. But the term is also extended by wind turbines, which is this, and wind pumps. Wind pumps is used to pump water, as I said. So the motion of large mass of air causes wind. The wind possesses kinetic energy, as I said, and this energy can be utilized for doing work. Electricity is also produced from wind energy. Sun rays are much stronger near the polar regions, near the equator regions. So air in the equatorial region becomes warmer and the density decreases. The lighter air rises up and the pressure decreases the equator to replace the warmer air. This motion of air causes wind.
The biggest source of energy is available to us is free, and yes, it is solar energy. In this experiment, we are going to harness solar energy using a solar panel in such a way that the solar panel tracks the sun and positions it at 90 degrees to the sun as to capture maximum energy. The solar panel is running a fan and is lighting a small LED. Arduino board and servo motor is used to position a solar panel. The battery is used to power the Arduino board.
So the wind is set by different based on their speed. The slowest one is called as breeze, which we gain the warmer air. The second one is called as storm or tornado, which is approximately 150 miles per hour. Principle of windmill. The blades of a windmill designed to create pressure difference. When wind strikes them, the pressure makes the blades rotate. Limitations of windmill. It is not available at all times and all places. Speed of wind varies from place to place, so it is not a dependable source of energy. Advantages of windmill. In spite of above limitation, the important advantage of wind energy is that it causes no pollution and it is free of cost.
Yeah.
This is our real windmill box prototype solar dial. So this is Arduino's board. This is a light which is powering this. So this is the house light, the main security system. And this is this tracks the sun. As you know, our wind source of energy is not that high, so we can't. It's only 15 volt. We need 99 volt, which is a real or tiny shunts radiation, which will not get now, but can be get because the RD board 99V 80 to 99 volt may start as windmill. And so yeah, thank you.
To my exhibit, this is the word welcome, and I welcome you to my exhibit. This is clap switch. When you clap, the light comes on, and when you clap, the light goes off.
A clap switch is an interesting hobby subject which turns on light with a clap sound. It is generally used for light, television, radio, and other similar devices. A clap switch is not restricted. It's not restricted to light. To turn the LEDs on and off. But it is used for many electric appliances such as fan, radio, television tube light, and basic circuits which you want to turn on via clap sound.
So clap switch work with a clap sound. The main component of this is the mic. The mic takes the clap sound and turns it into electrical energy. Then the signal is given to the transistors. The transistors take this and amplifies it. The amplifier is then given, the signal is then given to the relay coil. The relay coil gives the light the focus, and when it contracts with the relay, when the coil contracts to the relay, the light will turn off as the switch on position, and the welcome will come on.
In case of light in houses, the small box is plugged into the wall and the light is plugged into it. If you clap loudly, the light turns on. If you clap again, the light turns off.
Okay, your name?
Right.
Xenia,
Mariana.
Which standard you are?
6A.
My name is Tiger and I'm going to speak about water alarm. The water alarm, we attach two buzzers to the clamp and we connect it to the battery. With the help of the battery, we use the conductor material and we connect it to the buzzers with the conductor material so it can pass through. And then we took a thermocol and we attached it to the rod. And then again we took a glue gun and we attached it to the conductor material, and with the other buzzer we connected to this one. So whenever you feel the water, remove it.
Whenever you
Water now, the water is filled.
come to know that the water is filled.
Okay. Whenever water is filled, what
My name
happens?
is Karan. Whenever the water fills, the floating material comes up and touches to the next conductor material.
Which class you are?
6A.
Your tanks overflow. So when you on the switch, the motor starts pumping and the water starts going over here. When it touches the sensor, it stops pumping. So it saves water. It stopped. And then so basically this saves water, and our motto is to save water.
Okay, you think that applying this to the household, it will be, a lot of saving water and all?
Yeah, because people on their tanks and forget to off them, and then the half of the water overflows. That's why this is useful. I'm Glacian from 6B.
robot. Its name is Gizmo Robot. It is made of cardboard, wheels, syringe, receiver, two wire antennas, controller, live, 3.4 volts chargeable battery, gear motor, wheels, toothpick, cable tie.
Gizmo can lift straps and shift boxes. It can help blind people to cross the road. Gizmo can dance, even dance. It can also help the society.
It can even bring medicines to sick people. It has two antennas, one for the receiver and one for the light.
Can you show me how it works?
With its sensors and won't let it touch it. I'll keep this or yeah.
More are we remove this. Now, go behind it.
I'm learning it.
Now, take.
This
Hydraulic.
so you have used the injection for the syringe. Okay.
We use water pressure.
With okay. Wait.
My name is Siddhant.
My name is Chimba Vinay Naik. Today we are going to explain the use of a portable and best out of waste cooler. In summer season, there are power cuts. These cooler can help us. We have invented this cooler to help us survive in summer without electricity. It is very small and light in weight and portable. The things are assembled in this are used as best out of waste material, cardboard and bottles.
The parts used in the cooler are two sheets, one sheet of cardboard, two bottle caps, two batteries, one fan, and one motor. This is designed with one extra battery as backup. So when we want cold air, we put ice in this, and then we on the button. The cold air comes. Behind one backup battery, and if this backup battery gets over, we have another battery which can help.
What is the project name?
The portable and best out of waste.
Okay. Whose idea was it? It is on or you went to net and researched it?
This idea was our aunt's idea and she helped us to make little and after 1 week we finished this project.
Okay. How many days it took you? 1 week.
My name is Nagesh and today we are going to show you how we have made this smart dustbin using Arduino, in which the lid of the dustbin automatically opens when it senses someone approaching with the trash. Dustbins or garbage bins are plastic containers or metal containers in which trash is stored temporarily. So now my friend Shiva will tell you more about the dustbin.
My name is Shiva Musgaonkar and I
automatically open its lid. Now my friend Shivam will tell the working.
The dustbin opens automatically when it receives the signal and closes its hatch. The ultrasonic sensor constantly measures the level of the garbage in the bin and automatically detects if it is about to fill up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Components. The components are Arduino, ultrasonic sensor, servo motor, male-female jumper wire, dustbin box, IR sensor, and 10,000 mAh battery. Thank you.
Okay. How many days it took you to do this project?
3, no? 3 to 4 days.
Okay, and whose idea was? Does it you went on the net and research or?
No, sir. So one of our friends was there, no, sir. So he had made a similar project. So we liked the project, so we made this type project.
Okay.
We had taken an idea from a friend.
Can you show me how it works?
Comes close by in the distance of 50 centimeters, it will automatically open, and whenever the person goes within the 7 to 10 seconds, it will automatically close. You have to take, when you come close by, you have to keep your hand either, or you have to come and you have to throw the garbage. Thank you.
Our project is a water dispenser. The water dispenser, the main concept is pressure and gravity. Normally, Earth's gravity value is 9.807 meter per second square, which means that Earth is pulling anything with 9.807 meter per second square. Similarly, here also when we open the cap of the bottle, water flows, and when we close its lid, water stops to flow. Let me demonstrate it. Now, I am opening the cap of the bottle and the water flows through the straw. When I close the lid of the bottle, the water stops to flow. When we open the lid of the bottle, the air starts to press the water and water starts to flow via straw. And when we close its lid, water stops to flow. The advantages of this water dispenser is that it is great to store water and it does not leak when the cap of the bottle is closed.
Okay, it is your own idea or you search on the net and
So we first saw how we have to make the bottle and then we made it all together.
you research and all.
And we also made an additional box to keep the cups.
Okay.
My name is Rahul Pandya and his name is Shlok Pandya.
Which class?
I'm from 7th and he's from 5th. We both are making a group teamwork known as Li-Fi. If I join this aux cable to the mobile, the power of the mobile combining the power of the battery will make the bulb glow. And then switch it on. And then if the data is transferred through the light to the solar panel, and then you can hear the music, but it's very light. It's very light. It is distorted by the surrounding sound. That is why it's not getting the maximum volume. Don't put my phone in my PC.
Now, tell me your name first.
My name is Tosha. I'm Sam
Little loud.
Fonso.
Louder.
Sam Fonso. I'm Mayank Shikawkar.
All are in same class. Which class?
8B, 8A.
Okay. Okay, who will be going to explain what
Yeah.
is?
This is an automated tractor which follows the path stored on the SD card.
So to make it work, you have to first switch on the car, but when you will switch it on and if there's no password, it will not work.
Connect your phone to this car by Bluetooth using this app.
You click like this and then you connect it to HC05. It will not connect. Okay, first I turn it on. I click here, HC05 and connect it. Now since that path was previously stored in the SD card what we just demonstrated, it will repeat that same path again and again.
Okay.
If you want to share a new part, you delete the part on the SD card. To use the app, control a new part as you wish to, and it will move automatically.
Okay, tell me this, that app, you did it or?
No, it's available on Play Store. The name of the app is Car Bluetooth RC. The car we have done on the app.
Okay, and this project, how you did, you went for net and search and all. Or?
It's our own idea. Like we learned how to use each of these components, and then we connected them together, and we made the car.
Okay. How many days to complete this project?
Like that, it depends. Like how many hours you work per day. Like that, we had to order many parts. That's why they took some time to come.
Rough 3 months.
5 days. 5 days.
My name is Kamya. I'm from 8th B and she is Vanya from 8th B. We made a vacuum cum blow dryer. It's a tiny made of a scratch material. The principle of a vacuum is principle of working a vacuum is that it's air from high pressure to low pressure. How it works. There's a motor inside this vacuum on which there's a fan made attached to it. When the fan rotates at high velocity, it creates a suction in the hose, and when all the dust and the heavy solid particles are sucked into the vacuum cleaner and the blow dryer.
So it can be used as a vacuum cleaner also and a blow dryer also. Then it can be made at home using scratch materials or old materials. It uses a 9-volt battery which can be easily bought from markets, and it is very easy to operate and needs less space for storage, and it can be used as an educational toy for school children, and it is lightweight and can be transported.
Okay, making this project, when the project teacher and all go, we have to do project. First thing, what you thought of doing it?
We have thought to make it like lightweight you can keep it anywhere and take it whenever you want anywhere. They can be transported everywhere.
Okay, how many days it took you to complete this project?
We've done half the out structure first, the skeleton, and then we've used all the stuff.
Okay, it is your own project or you are referred to something?
It is our own project.
Good morning. We are from Rosary School. My name is Yugal Jetutamani.
My name is Rahil Sheikh and the both of us are from 9th standard.
So, our project's name is Helepolis. Helepolis is a Greek word for war machine. The main intention of building Helepolis is that to save many soldiers' lives on battlefield. Now, Helepolis is a survey robot which is used for surveying purpose. We use Helepolis to map and locate certain areas.
This is the structure of our Helepolis. It's a 6-wheel rocker bogie mechanismized robot. It has 6 motors and 6 wheels. This is
We have an electromagnetic sensor over here which locates landmines or any sort of electric current flows. Then we have a GPS tracker which tells us the location of a rover. Our components are set. We have a motor driver which controls the motor and a main microcontroller which has the program set in it.
These are the 2 Arduino boards which are used. We program them using the C language or C++ language which can be used to program it. And that's how it sends, we control it with our phone. And whenever we send signals, this is a Bluetooth module which receives the signals and does the work.
Can you show me to how it works and all?
Yes. Yeah.
So like we said, this is the electromagnetic sensor. In the battlefield, there are any landmines or any metal detection, then this will sense it.
Now there's a magnetic field over here. That's why the green light indicates the magnetic field, saying the red light. Now we have a Bluetooth module for our demonstration purpose. On battlefield, we use the NRF, which is the long-range modules, which can be extended till 1 to 2 kilometers range. So we'll just demonstrate. Right, lift it up. So in our Bluetooth version, go ahead. This time it's moving forward.
Okay. To operate this, you using some kind of app. What is that app?
For operating the Bluetooth version, we have apps on Play Store, which is Bluetooth car control, or we have customized apps which can be made separately on Meet App Inventor creation. The NRF version, we get a separate transmitter receiver which is more powerful than the app.
Okay. Which did you refer from the net, or whose idea was this?
This was our own idea.
This was our own idea. We had referred for the design on the net, what kind of design would be needed for all-terrain motion.
Okay, and how many days or months it took you to assemble this project?
To assemble it?
It took us 1 month for designing and planning purpose, and it took us more 2 to 3 weeks for assembling. Our parts took more than 1 week for coming. I am Raheel and I am from the 10th standard.
Even I'm Anand and I'm from 10B.
And we are from the Rosary High School. And this is our project. This is the solar powered smart street lamp. So one of the normal street lamps is that many of the people who are assigned their duties to put it off and on every day don't do this, and a lot of electricity is used up.
Accidents happen.
Yes. So I have come up with a solution for this, which is not only automatic but is also of a new conventional source of energy.
So basically, our project is split up in 2 parts. That's 2 advantages. Firstly, it is using solar energy. So now we know that in order to generate the electricity that we use today, coal and petroleum are needed, which are not really getting depleted, but they also cause a lot of pollution. And they come under the subtopic called conventional sources. Now solar energy is free of cost, non-polluting, and it can be accessed easily through solar panels. So we have come with this idea wherein the solar panel collects the sunlight during the day, stores it, and at night sends it, the street light uses the solar energy to brighten up. So now you can, another advantage is that it's automatic, so we don't have to switch it on or off. Now you can see when the sun sets, automatically the darkness, the sensor senses the darkness and the light comes on. So this is what we want to say.
Okay. Who it is your own idea, or you are researching to the net and all, and then you did it?
No, this is a pure original idea. So I first thought of a problem. Like I asked many people and all, and they were like, first think of a problem and then come up with a solution. So what happened was, actually I was coming to school one day, and I was just roaming by, and I see that the lights were on, and it was like 2 o'clock or something. I was like, this is a big problem. So what I thought was, okay, then why not just there are already sensors possible which detect light. So why not make one to reduce the labor. So what happens is it comes on and off automatically. But then the problem still remains of electricity being used up. And that would be a problem if the person had not come and put it on every day. So then after thinking further on it, I thought, why not use solar energy if it's coming up, if it's the next coming up source of energy, why not use solar energy? So I sat with the mechanic, I worked out all the mechanics of it, and then got it done.
Okay. How many days it took you to assemble it?
Assembling, I got the assembling done by a professional. It was my idea, but then I took it to a professional and got it done. So it took about a day to understand everything and get this done.
Another disadvantage is that
electricity goes off, the lights go off on the road, and eventually it leads to accidents. But this will not, even if the electricity goes off, it will not affect this because it is used by solar energy. And we have also learned in school that solar energy is almost the best source of energy, so that's why we came with this project.
There's constant, so if there was a certain amount of light in the morning, the constant is the same amount of light should be there during the night as well. So it took 2-3 days for the completion of the project.
class 2, Mohammad Rahil Chauhan and Anand Mamre. Well, for the second prize, we have a draw, and the second prize is shared by Melvin Fedau and Pratham Venkulekar.
Come, sir, come. Yeah.
Under junior category individual, we have the first prize backed by Prabjot Singh Bamra. Second prize is backed by, any guesses? Yuvraj Singh Shiledar. And the third prize is backed by Ayush Bhai. I now request Teacher Shamin Isaacs, administrator of the Rosary School, to give away the gift vouchers and certificates of the junior category. So on the junior category, we have a group, for the group, we have the first group, Aloysius Rodriguez, D9, and Mocha Student.
Send this and come.
Second prize is backed by Rahul Pandya and Shlok Pandya.
Come inside. Come inside. Yeah.
Third prize is backed by Nagesh Nayan, Shubham Kini and Shivam Puskawkar. And the senior category group, we have first prize backed by Yugal Dodamani and Rahul Sheikh. Second place is backed by Anand Mamre and Mohammad Rahil Chauhan.
Yes.
And the third prize is backed by Kamya Palaso and Vanya Valadares. Congratulations to the winners as well as participants. Please leave a round of applause.
Management for giving me this opportunity to be here with the school. Okay, sisters and board members, trustees, teachers and my dear students. It was a very difficult task these last 2 hours to decide or to give marks to these projects which you have done. Wonderful ideas, very nice presentation, and And moreover, what was interesting is the way you were trying to explain the things that you have done. Just for you to remember when you are doing a project, as one of the participants clearly said, you have to first search a problem. When you are participating for a project, you first look at a problem, because your project is only going to make something easier. You are doing a project that would benefit others, which has got more weightage when you give marks. So you see a problem and then you work a solution to the problem. The second very important thing is your documentation. If your project is not documented properly, you have not done the project. However good your exhibit may be, if your documentation is not proper, it's no project at all. And another very important thing you should learn is, when you go around seeing the exhibits, you should also think how you can incorporate those ideas into your project, have a good group project to make your project more intelligent or more interesting, more smart. So you have to think on those lines. Once you have done with your projects, you should go around and see the other projects. And you should be always open to getting new ideas into your project. Very well done, and I congratulate all of you. And of course, it was really a learning experience to be here with you. Thanks and all the best.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Anmol to give the vote of thanks.
Firstly, I would like to thank our judges for consenting to spend your valuable time with us and assessing the projects of our students. I'm sure your feedback and advice will be implemented by the students. I would like to thank our headmistress, Mrs. Sarita Carvalho, and assistant headmistress, Mrs. Alice Jones, for their constant support and guidance. A big thank you also to all the science teachers who took a keen interest in guiding and shortlisting all the entries for the exhibition. A special thank you to the chairman of the PTA, Mr. Mark Phillips, and the members of the PTA who have sponsored the prizes for today's event. Our PTA assistant, Mrs. Lucy Braganza, was also a great help in organizing today's event. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank the group that is involved in organizing this exhibition. Teacher Sneha, Teacher Trupti, Teacher Purva, and Teacher Kushbu. Sir Harun and Sir Alvito for the creatives, and a special mention to Talita, Nandita, Sania, Lizanne, and Surat, who helped with the wonderful backdrop. Also thanks to Yugal, Rahil, Shuk, and other Standard 9 students who helped with the setup. Our pupils are always around to take up the task given to them. So a big thank you to all, especially Satyavan. I'd like to extend a word of appreciation to all the parents for encouraging their children to take part, and to you, dear students, a big thank you. It is all your innovative ideas that have made today